So I'm actually the lucky one that they picked to introduce this amazing man. The video says a lot of it, but Mark and I do share something in common. We are not originally from Texas, okay? Don't throw us out quite yet, but we got here as quick as we could. Mark first moved to Dallas in 1982, and he made his first name for himself when he decided to start his own business, which you all saw. I mean, what an amazing entrepreneur. And in 1995, Mark and fellow Hall of Fame member Todd Wagner created Broadcast.com, which they sold to Yahoo. But in 2000, then he did, you saw this, he got the Mavs. I mean, come on, what a team. What a man, and what he has done for that team is truly phenomenal. But I was so lucky that outside of all this, and you have to know, being on TV isn't easy. I came in for 3 days and did my guest shark stuff. This guy is doing it season after season after season, and every second he is in the tank, he is ready to go. He is excited. It is not a job for him. He's so thrilled to be meeting young entrepreneurs. He's so thrilled to be part of it. He does not have to be on that show, but he does it because he's so passionate about entrepreneurship. I got so tickled because I was nervous when I was meeting the sharks to go into the tank, and all of them were there, and right away, Mark Cuban's there, and he's got his shark socks on. If you know that, you'll see tonight, he is always wearing a different pair of shark socks. This is for real. And he looks at me in kind of this grimace thing, and he's trying not to smile, like he's really trying to act like he's going to be sharky. That's what I call it. And I right away said, I'm Texas girl too, like, please don't eat me alive, Mark Cuban. And Kevin O'Leary was giving me a hard time, and I'd met Kevin prior to meeting Mark, and Kevin said, I'm gonna eat you up and spit you out in a million pieces with a smile. He's really sweet too. And Mark quickly came in, and he was my buddy, but what I loved is watching him off the tank. He'd be FaceTiming with his children. They'd be showing him things online, calling his wife. He is the biggest softie, and I know he doesn't want me to tell you all that because he wants you to think that he's this big mean shark, but he is one of the kindest, most generous, thoughtful, giving, caring people on this planet, and it is such an honor to be able to say that I can introduce him for this great honor. Mark Cuban.
Sorry y'all had to watch that. Thank you, Kendra. That was amazing. You know, I knew at some point you'd run out of Hall of Fame entrepreneurs in Texas and you would get to me. So I'm glad that time has finally come. You know, there's not a lot of words of wisdom that I can give. It's just beyond belief for me to be up here. But there's amazing people who played a significant role in me getting here. First, my wife, Tiffany. You know, she let me be myself, and that's not easy. And so, thank you, baby. Thank you to my son, Jake, and my two daughters, Alexis and Alyssa, for motivating me to let me, to push me to keep on working for their future, and to motivate myself to try to enable them to put themselves in a position to build their own future. I want to say thank you to Todd Wagner. Obviously, you saw Todd mentioned up there. Without Todd, you wouldn't know who I was. And so from that meeting in California Pizza Kitchen to today, a lot has changed, Todd, but I owe a lot to you. Thank you to my brothers, Brian and Jeff, for letting me drag them around and sell candy and raise money for charities and just do all the stupid stuff I did. They were there for me, along with my mom and my dad, obviously, just being there every crazy step of the way. And as every honoree will tell you, none of us get here on our own. So thanks to others, Martin Woodall, my first partner at Your Business Software. Again, to Todd, the best partners are the ones that complement your skills and don't put up with your shit, right? They tell you what's real. They tell you how, where you're wrong, and you learn from that and you get better. But more importantly, I want to thank everybody who's given me a chance. Just so many people, customers who looked at me as a, what are you doing here, kid? All of you kids out there, and there's so many of you that got awards today that think, okay, I'm too young. People aren't going to respect me. People aren't going to give me the opportunity. They will. All of us wants to see a young face come in with a dream and a smile and just that perseverance to accomplish something special. We want you to be special. So go out there and always try and do what you need to do. And you know what? They told me that I could talk for a minute or two, and I asked them, does that mean 30 minutes plus a minute or two? But I'll keep it real. To all of you out there, to all of the entrepreneurs out there, and there are so many, but particularly to the young ones, there will come a time when you have an idea, and you'll get that feeling in your stomach where you go, oh, this is it. This is the one. And then you'll go to Google and you'll look and you'll say, oh, there's nothing there. There's no one doing. Then you'll talk to your mom, your dad, your teachers, whoever it may be, your friends, and they'll say, what a great idea. And then there'll come that moment of truth where you have to actually do something. And every one of us who's ever started a business or even taken over a business has had that fear, that innate fear, that imposter syndrome fear. Can I do it? And what I've always been told, and now I always ask myself, and I'll ask you to ask yourself the same question when you reach that point. Just ask yourself, why not me? Why can't I be that person to change the world? Thank you.